Okay, I'm just trying to make sure everything gets up. My computer's a little slow today, but it's coming up. Things are coming up. We will get there. Okay. Ah. Sorry, you're a little wobbly today. I didn't get everything set up perfectly before. For some reason, this isn't sitting right, and this is going to bug me. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the live stream today. Live streams are, as always, brought to you by my wonderful patrons over at Patreon because they're awesome. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, you can see how down in the description. There is a link. And my patrons currently are Eric, Dan, and Catherine. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. Okay, and then everything is slow today. I think my internet is slow, so I apologize if you can't see me very well. Hello, Jasmine and Nicole. So I was going to look up the people who had commented on this past week's video with the answer to the question on, I think the question was, where is one place you'd like to travel? So let's see what we've got. I've got, whoa, it's been, yeah, my phone is being weird too. So let's see what we've got. I've got people, Cardinal Ratzinger Guild wants to go to Monte San Angelo in Italy. Oh, that sounds awesome. And trying to see. I should have, maybe done this ahead of time. Eric Farrow wants to go to the Vatican with no time constraints. That would be really awesome. Okay. Maraki wants to go to Greece and Turkey. Oh, Constantinople. That'd be awesome. And Marcy wants to go to take her son to Lourdes, Fatima, Ireland, and Italy. In the U.S., she wants to visit the Catholic and Marian shrines. Okay, thank you all for answering that. Rome, Nicole, yeah, I want to go to Rome so bad. Someday I will go to Rome, and I will go to the Holy Land. Those are my goal places to visit someday, is Rome and the Holy Land. So, okay. So I called this coffee chat because we're a little late because I had to get my, I had a blender problem. When you have using a blender, I've been enjoying iced coffee, like the blended coffee. I brewed coffee strong and then froze it in ice cube trays, and I blend it with coffee creamer and whatever flavor I want for the day. And I had a problem when I was pouring it out of my blender into my cup. I thought I had enough time, but when your blender decides to splatter all over the counter, then you have to clean it up. So that's why I was a little late today on this live stream. But that's what I've got. So it's just coffee, and the creamer I'm using today is, I had got some caramel creamer on sale. So it's got a little bit of caramel flavor, and I added a little bit of the raspberry flavor syrup to make it more fun. And I normally don't mind hot coffee even on hot days, but it is obscenely hot lately in where I live. And I just took a 45, almost an hour walk, and I made the mistake of going down the hill, and then I had to come up the hill. Hence, iced blended coffee is delicious. Okay, I didn't have too much of a topic today. I just did want to come on and say, with all of the news stories coming out, it's terrible, and it's not an easy time to be Catholic and to say, yes, I'm going to stay Catholic because I'm Catholic. But that's the way it is right now, and yes, there are a lot of priests and bishops who need to be held accountable, and that is very important, but I can't hold anybody accountable where I live, really, because I don't live in Pennsylvania, and I've already talked to a local bishop in the area, and he's got some plans going, people, so there are some things in the works. Okay, Sergio, your daughter's going to the Holy Land next year? It's going to cost $4,000, and she has a year to raise the money. Someday I will get there. Fundraising is always interesting because I'm very bad at it. So, good luck to your daughter, Sergio. Good luck. I wish I could give you tips on fundraising, but I am patently bad at fundraising. It just doesn't usually work very well. Okay. Maurice, do you have any tips on how to understand the Bible and what it's saying? Get a good Bible commentary. There are a lot of really good ones. I have you guys are sitting in front of my bookshelf, so as I'm reaching things behind you. One really good Bible commentary is the Ignatius Study Bible, the New Testament. They are working on an Old Testament one. The Old Testament one isn't out yet. There are some Old Testament, say some of the books available, but this is the full New Testament, and it's really awesome because, let me get to the beginning. Like, it starts with, let's start with Matthew. So the Gospel of Matthew starts, and this top part on top, above this double line here, is the text of the Bible, and then this is all commentary. And as you can see, when we get to some of these, like the Bible text is just this top part, and the rest of this is all commentary. And I really like the commentaries because they make connections to things that you wouldn't make connections to sometimes. Like, they have different symbols that they use for their making their connections. So they tell you what they have, like symbols that are part of their footnotes in here, and they have like a book that's marked that it relates to, it talks about how Scripture relates through all of Scripture. It makes connections to the Old Testament and other New Testament ones. There's a little dove icon, which relates to the Holy Spirit, which is the living tradition piece that comes in. And then there's the keys of Peter, which is the analogy of faith part, how everything works together. And it's really, I love this Bible. I have it as an ebook copy as well. I use, it's a Bible software called Verbum, is the Catholic version. The Protestant version is Logos. And they also have Orthodox versions and like multiple Protestant denomination versions of the software. It's produced by Faithlife, and Verbum is the one that I have, and it's kind of, the basic package isn't too expensive, I don't think, but I don't have just the basic package. I use it for my grad school stuff. I currently have, I think it's the bronze or silver package, I can't even remember, but it's a software on my computer that it has all of the text of these, and everything in here where it has all these footnotes that are linked to other things, they're actually linked, like clickable, or you can like hover over them when it says like, see Job 13, or see Job 31:3. If you hover over it, it would tell you what that one actually says. I like that software. If you want to know more about Verbum or Logos, the software, that would be like an entire new video thing. Okay, Maurice, do I go live every Saturday? Every weekend, Saturdays or Sundays. Usually it's been Sunday afternoons for me, but today I had some free time this morning, and I decided that it would be good to do it now, and then I don't have to worry about it on Sunday, because I found out that there is Latin Mass not too far from where I live. I didn't know about it, and they have a monthly Latin Mass, and their Latin Mass is Sunday evening or Sunday evening afternoon. So I'm really, really excited about that. Okay, Jasmine, I'm kind of worried to do my talk for English at my school because it's why religion matters. So I'm worrying if people might bring up this topic. Nicole's responding to you. She goes to a public school and always has religious topics in her speeches. Talk to them. Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing. One thing to remember is that with all of this abuse stuff coming out, yes, it's terrible. Yes, people need to be held accountable. Yes, the church has done things that aren't good, but it's not just the church, and it's not everybody in the church either. There's been, it's happened in a lot of places, and yeah, abuse happens everywhere. It's happened a lot in public schools, especially lately. It's been kind of scary watching the news on public schools. But the Catholic Church receives more blame for it because it is a worldwide institution kind of a thing. And the Catholic Church receives a lot of spotlight for it because the cover-ups have happened. And the church needs to clean house. I don't know how else to say it. The church needs to do some fixing and cleaning up of peoples and all of that, and I'm not the person to do it though, but somebody's gotta do it. So yes, you go to a Catholic school that's not that Catholic. I know that feeling, kind of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Latin Mass is wonderful. I'm really excited because when I moved here, where I used to live, my priest, my parish priest, did Latin Mass every Saturday morning. He did the Saturday Mass, and it was beautiful. The Saturday daily Mass was in Latin, and I loved it. So I have 2 Latin missals actually, and I absolutely love my Latin missals. This little one here is one that I got a couple years ago. It's actually a reprint of an older missal, so it's got the newer dates on when it gets to the cycles of stuff. It was reprinted, I don't know when. Let's see if I can see in here. It was reprinted in 2007, but it's a reprint of an old version, and it's a Sunday missal from the Newman Press, and it has just the Sundays, and it doesn't have all the readings for daily masses. It's just the Sundays, and it's a nice little one, and it has little pictures too that go through, and it's really kind of cool. I have there are notes in here too for like sit for this, stand for this, and all this, and I do love my little one because it's nice and little, and this was the one I usually would have used when I went to Sundays because I really loved it. That's good. And then I have my big one, my daily missal. This one has everything in, and I have extra tabs trying to find things because there's always so much. But this has all the readings. So this is the one I'll probably take. I have to set it yet for tomorrow because I have to remember what week we're in, because in the Latin Mass, their calendar doesn't follow weeks of ordinary time. It goes Sundays after Pentecost. So you need to go back and then count. So I have to work on setting my missals yet for Sunday, but I'm really excited about Latin Mass. The Roman Missal for daily readings. Yes, I have that one too, but it's by the door of my house because I take it with me to daily Mass. My daily Roman Missal, I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's really great. I also have this other one for Sundays. I have the Every Sacred Sunday journal for Sundays. Let's pick one that we're not at yet. It has the full text of all of the readings and then like a little spot to help you journal on the readings. So I really do like this one as well. I haven't been using this one as much because I just unpacked it. It got put in a box farther away from my stuff than my daily one. And for those of you who don't quite remember, I moved 2 months ago. So, yep. What else would have gotten there? Maurice. I hope I'm saying your name right. Maurice? Maurice? Do you watch TV? My new goal is not to watch any TV except for YouTube. I really don't watch TV much. If I watch TV, it's going to probably be YouTube videos on the TV or Netflix or Amazon Prime. I really don't watch TV much at all. I do have like this antenna-y thing that's an extender for the antenna so I can get the over-the-air channels, but I don't really watch TV. Okay, Nicole, High or Low Mass. I'm not sure. I've never been to this one because I didn't realize there was a Latin Mass close to where I lived, and I found out about it last weekend, and all I was told was it's Extraordinary Form Latin Mass, and I'm like, yes, I'm going! So we'll see when I get there. I'm guessing it's probably Low Mass because they don't do High Mass very frequently. I know there's a High Mass once a month in the diocese, but that's like 3.5 hours away from where I live as they do High Mass. Yeah. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, High Mass, Low Mass. I love them both. I just love Latin Mass. It's really a beautiful, beautiful Mass. So yeah, and I've been working on doing a lot of preparing for what the books we're gonna be talking about in the coming months, because yeah, these are the ones we kind of decided on. If you remember from my video, was it 2 weeks ago now? A week ago? I don't remember. I was going to start with these this week, but then with all the stuff coming out, I didn't want to. I knew we needed time to pray before we got into these with all of that stuff. So we got the books. I've been starting to read through them. The introduction to some of these is really wonderful, so I can't wait to start reading even just the introduction to like Verbum Domini is pretty awesome. I don't know. Anyone else's churches no longer have missalettes in the pews? A lot of them don't anymore. Some do, some don't. The parish I went to when I was a kid growing up in Wisconsin had, if you wanted the missalettes, they were on a table by the door. You had to grab your own. They just had songbooks in the pews. Those were the daily ones. The weekend readings were usually in there, I think, in the songbook ones. I don't remember, though. We have missalettes in our pews now at the church I go to, my parish here, because it's a bilingual parish, so we have bilingual missalettes for the weekend masses in the pews. And then there's like the little bits of the daily propers in the back. Did I go to Mass on the Assumption of St. Mary? Of course I went to Mass on the Assumption. I actually get to daily Mass now. I'm very, very blessed that I can attend daily Mass now. And it's been really wonderful for my spiritual life to be able to go to daily Mass. Sometimes I don't really want to wake up in the morning, but I'm doing better about getting there. Oh, Institute of Christ the King, Sovereign Priest. Love him. Love that institute. It's they're pretty great. I haven't been to any masses by them. I don't live near enough to any of them. I never really have, but I've heard about Institute of Christ the King, Sovereign Priest, and from what I hear, they're pretty good. I really don't know too much about them, so I really can't say too much on that topic. So yeah, sorry, Nicole, I don't know too much, but I do know they have Latin Mass, and it's beautiful, and they have seminaries, and that's gorgeous. We need more priests that will learn Latin to do Latin Masses. Because I just love Latin Mass, obviously. Both Masses are equally valid, let's just get that out there. Doesn't matter if you're going to Mass in whatever language, it doesn't matter. High Mass, Low Mass, EF, OF, doesn't matter. But I like the extraordinary form for my spiritual life. It's beautiful. So yeah, glad I could jump on today and see all of you. Since Saturdays, because Saturday... Oh, I want to go to Saturday Mass? Saturday daily Mass, I'm guessing, Jasmine? My parish now doesn't have a Saturday daily Mass. We just have the vigil. We have to have 2 vigils and then the other ones, so, and then the 3 on Sunday. So it's, I wish we had a Saturday morning Mass sometimes, because Honor of Our Lady's always great. She's pretty awesome. I mean, she's Mary. Let's see. Well, yes, you have Latin Mass and you love it too. I just love it. It's great for my spiritual life. I just love it. It's the way I worship is beautiful. Like, I don't know. I like both Masses, though. I really do like the English Mass as well. And I've been attending Spanish Mass every week as well. And the daily Masses are kind of bilingual at our parish, so that's really kind of fun. So, yeah, it's really fun to be able to go to the different languages and see the church it's beautiful. The church is universal. I love it. Hello from Japan. I don't know how to pronounce your username. Is it KK Saint Love BBB? Hello from Japan. Hello. Hello from Oregon. Yeah. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else we wanted to talk about today. Just figured I'd pop on and say hello. I didn't have anything too scheduled for this live stream because I had ideas, but I didn't want to throw anything in right away because life's crazy and that's okay. And this is my week off from grad school. Before the next semester starts, I finished my submission for my last class, for my summer class, and I'm waiting on the fall one, starts in a week, so right now life is good. And my internet is very slow. I hope I'm still like doing okay with all of you people. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on and say hello, and I mean, if you'd like, we could go over the readings for this weekend. I know I like to always read through them before I get to Mass. If you think that'd be something we'd enjoy, I can stay on for a bit and we can read through them. It's up to you guys. I just don't want to take too much of your time. If you have other things you'd like to do on this beautiful Saturday, because it's finally a Saturday where it's not too hot where I live, which is kind of nice because we've had such interesting weather. I'm sure what's been the same in most of the country has had very interesting weather going on. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Jasmine. I've only got 2 classes left. The class I'm currently going to be taking, and then I have 1 more, and then I will be doing comps in hopefully May. So I'll hopefully be done in May. God is great. So yeah. But anyway, we're still in John's Gospel for the readings. This weekend we have the Gospel of St. John's chapter 6, which is one of my favorite parts of the Gospel. It's the Bread of Life discourse where Jesus tells us we literally need to eat his flesh and drink his blood, and it's beautiful. So that's all I've really got for you all today. YouTube's telling me that my video output is very low. So I think I'm going to call it a live stream before my internet gets so bad that it kicks me off. Sorry, my internet's acting up. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Please pray for me. I'll be praying for all of you, and make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below on ideas for future videos because I love to hear your ideas. And I will see you all with a video on Wednesday. And we'll probably be starting Verbum Domini on Wednesday because that's what we had kind of decided to start. So maybe we'll be starting Verbum Domini. I haven't recorded that video yet, but I'll be getting there. So I will see you all Wednesday. God bless.